In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand Rising. Whoa, it is another day, another Monday Madness, a beautiful day. The sun is shining, and I'm here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Woo! Baby, let me tell you, Mama had a rough weekend. Yes. It was a tough one, honey. She was laid up on her back, not in a good way, a little under the weather. You know, every time this weather changes and the sinuses, it wipes her out. When I kid you, not when I say I was wiped out, I was wiped out. But I'm happy to be here. Yes, I am. I'm happy to be here with y'all. And I'm happy to be here so I can share the good goodness of Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. This book and Molly Moss Seamoss. I keep reading this book over and over again because even though I wrote the book, it's funny because you forgot that you wrote certain stuff. And then the way I'm saying it in my mind and when I'm reading it, it is funny. It is hilarious. So some parts will make you cry and the other parts will make you laugh. And the rest is all in between. Between the crying and the laughing, you laugh with laughter, the laughing. You're having a good time. This is a good book. And it was accompanied with some good hot herbal tea with a scoop of Molly Moss Seamoss in it. Yes, it was. Yes. So for a limited time, you can get this book right here and an 8-ounce jar of Molly Moss Seamoss. It's the best. It's the best in the West. I always call him the Seamoss boss because the things he do with Seamoss is phenomenal. Yes. Okay. Let's get into the show today. But before I get into the show, I want to thank Lee for bringing something to my attention. Is Lee in the house with me this morning? Good morning, Kiani. I see you, boo. Who else we got in the house this morning?
Good morning, everybody.
Just me and Kiani. Look, Kiani, this is going to be a good show today because I'm informing the people, giving the people a little educational background, a little something,
Okay.
something. Because Lee brought something to my attention over the weekend. Like I said, I was down and out under the weather, but Lee keep it going. She keep it starting, y'all. She keep it starting. This is Monday Madness. This is not so much what I'm mad about, but I think we need to be informed. And not just us, but all people need to be informed. And Kiani, and the topic is Black people in country music. What do you think about that?
Of course, country music. We all know country music started from minorities.
That, thank you. Thank you. People don't understand that the roots of the bluegrass and hillbilly music, all that's country music, and all the instruments that's played in that come from the motherland. You know, it's just it amazes me, but I got a whole lot to teach y'all in a little bit of time, so we're gonna cram it in. So, Molly, can you get the first video set up for me, please, sir? It's just a small 3-minute video. I just wanted to bring to y'all attention before we dive into everything. Molly, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Ree?
What's up,
You
Molly?
want me to play first?
I labeled it. The first video, the first one was the
Is it over top of it, over under it?
It goes from the bottom up to the top.
Yeah, see, I would never guess that. The dude with the glasses.
No, that's the top one, right? What do it say?
You know what I'm saying? It just got the pictures. I don't know. I don't know what it say. I just know it got a profile pic. I ain't clicked none of the videos yet, so I don't know what it's talking about.
Oh, then you
But
may have
I
Lee
see a
video.
white dude, it say Dukes of Hazzard actor.
No, that's the last one. That's the last one for the end of the show.
How black people in America shape today's country music.
That should be the second one. Go down one under that.
Okay. The history of black artists.
Yes, that's the first one. Yep, that's the first one. Thank you, baby. Good morning, Lee.
Good morning.
We're just about to share some information before we get into the Monday Madness. I just want to share some stuff with people.
Okay.
So you might want to tune in and listen to it too.
I'm hearing it.
Oh, okay. Molly gonna get that set up. So while Molly getting the video set up, how was everybody's weekend?
My weekend was all right. Tiresome, but it was all right.
Okay. Keone?
It was great. Fantastic.
Okay. That's what's up. That is what's up. Oh, I think Molly got the video up, y'all.
What up, Kimmy? Kiani, what's up, bro?
What's going on, Lee? How you doing? Molly, how you doing?
Of what we love about country music comes from people of color, and that's the truth. The first string bands in this country were enslaved people.
I hate when it does that.
Black folks have always made country music. Is really more accurately, it's more of an East Coast picking style of the blues. Genre was always and to market to different groups of people. It was all American folk music, but they promoted this as hillbilly music. Meanwhile, the music that Black people were making was called race records.
The commercialization of music and this drawing of this color line where Black people do race records and then white people are over here doing this other thing, hillbilly was always set aside as this thing specifically for white people.
Yep.
And so country music, as we fast forward in time, it has grown out of that. And the people that have been put in place generation after generation in these positions of power, whether they're at country radio stations, at the CMA, at the labels, at the publishers, they are upholding that system. Black people that have succeeded in this industry succeeded in spite of that.
We have a very complex sometimes scary, oftentimes very dark, but real history that we need to revise and that we need to be honest about. And so I wanted to contribute to this music that I love so much and to this genre that, you know, I've dedicated so much of my life to. I want to make sure that I'm helping and contributing and telling the truth. I'm still here.
All right. See, y'all can check that out on PBS. Now, this comes because I'm going to show y'all where it come from, because John Snyder and the Anchor Woman was making a comment about Beyonce getting into country music. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But what is upsetting to me is when they say that she doesn't have a place in country music because of her skin color. That would be totally wrong. What if we would have reversed the roles and said, because of your skin color, you can't have Eminem? Because of your skin color, it won't be no Third Base, MC Everlast, no Vanilla Ice. What if we would have did? Music has no color. And if you really want to be honest about music, the color comes from people of a darker hue. All music, all strings, rhythm, vibration comes from Black people. So if you want to color music, you color it the notes that is written on that white piece of paper. See, that blank piece of paper will be blank if it wasn't for them black notes that make it music. Now you can say, oh, well, that's anything. See, you could take those black notes and you can put it on any color paper. That's where the music comes from. The notes come from us. It's embedded in us. Rhythm, naturally, right? That's why I wanted to give y'all a little bit of information before I show y'all the clip where my man misspoke. I just want to educate the masses. That's all. And we got another clip that I want to educate. But before we go back to the lead, Kiani, do y'all want to say anything about what y'all just saw? Even though it was choppy, but I think y'all what she was trying to say. And I got some more intel for y'all, more information for y'all.
No, I mean, I already understood and already knew all of this. You know, it's a new movie out about his name is Shaffer. And he was a violinist. And G Claude, his name was they call him on the tip of my tongue. And basically he was a violinist in London at the time. And his mom was a slave and she got freed. And his master basically put him in a private school, and he was one of the best violinists in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been, we play instruments, we taught people, how to eat, how to bathe, So I don't know why we're not getting more recognition on everything.
Well, this country music thing goes way back before Beyonce, goes way back before John Snyder, and he says that he knows a thing about music. It goes way back before that. Do y'all know how many, for instance, do you know how many Black country music artists there is in the Hall of Fame, the Country Hall of Fame?
I think about 3.
It is 3. Do you know who the 3 are?
I know Pride. Oh Lord have mercy. I used to know all of them. I know. Oh my goodness. It's one of them last name Pride. I'll never forget that one.
Charlie Pride. That's right.
I can't remember the other 2.
The other 2, well, you know the other 2. The one
I know them.
Joke about one of them is Ray Charles. Ray Charles, and the other one was my boy D Ford. He was the first.
I don't even think I remember that name.
DeFord, he was the first. You can look, D. Ford Bailey. That was his name. So he was the harmonica. He played the harmonica. He 1922, but 1922 to 1927 to 1941, the Grand Ole Opry. Okay, he was the one that made all the harmonica, made every sound. He also played the banjo, the fiddle. D. Ford Bailey.
I remember.
That's right.
I remember.
But he should have been the first one into the Country Hall of Fame. Out of 164 people, there's only 3 of color: D. Ford Bailey, Charlie Pride, and Ray Charles. Now, D. Ford was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2005. Charlie Pride was the first African American inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2000. Right? That was 24 years ago. And then Ray Charles was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2022. So Ray Charles just got into the Hall of Fame 2 years ago. The Country Music Hall of Fame, that is.
Well,
what?
Nelly gonna get in there soon.
Him and Tim McGraw, no, they're not, because they booed that song. Him and Tim McGraw, that song.
I love that song.
Yeah. I love it too. But they don't like that because they say that that's not authentic, original country music. Just like they don't like Beyonce trying to break into country music. It's okay if you country and you go out, but if you not country coming in, they booing you.
Okay, so you're trying to tell me, not meaning to cut, so you're trying to tell me that Whitney Houston of Dolly Parton's song is not accepted? You can't have that. You can't have this double standards like that. We always had to cross over. Now we're crossing back over, and they don't want us over there. What the hell is going on?
Country from the beginning, and then it's funny because they took our music and they used to make fun of us. This is how the twanginess and stuff. They made fun of us during the minstrel show. Now, during the minstrel show, the South was so segregated that black folk couldn't perform for white folks. So what they did, they painted their face. White folks painted their face black and start singing black people's songs and start chucking and jiving, trying to act like black people. That's where you got the minstrel shows from. It's meant to be comedy, but they liked the music and it reminded them of a good old time when Massa was in the big house and had the slave to play the fiddler for me, fiddler, and play the banjo and all of that. So that's how our country music came about.
That's one of them. That's one of them. But also, you got to remember, back then, and especially in Texas, they had the cowboy, which was a racial slur.
Look, I got another video. Y'all educate. Y'all do some research and educate. All I'm doing is dropping the trinkets.
Amen.
Show the next video.
The trinkets. I like the trinkets.
When you think of country music, who do you think of? Maybe it's Dolly Parton belting Jolene or Tim McGraw's iconic Southern drawl. Maybe it's something a little bit more modern, like Taylor Swift's Love Story, which got a revival on TikTok this past summer. Or maybe Gabby Barrett's top Billboard country song, I Hope. Or maybe, let's be honest, you just think of white people. When you look at the country charts, Black artists are far and few between. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. And actually, in many ways, Black people in America have helped shape country music to what it is today, even if they don't always get the recognition for it. For many historians, the origins of modern-day country music begin with bluegrass. Bluegrass relies on the acoustic sounds of string instruments, and the banjo is a staple. The banjo is a West African instrument brought over in the 1600s via the transatlantic slave trade. The instruments were originally made out of gourds and had been popular in the region way before American slavery started. Other instruments like the fiddle and tambourine were also integral to bluegrass and also had links to Africa. Now, as enslaved Africans were forced into the Americas, they continued to make these instruments. But Black influence didn't stop there. Work calls and chants became lyrics to these sounds, and these chants, also known as spirituals, helped to tell stories, keep the pace, and secretly spread information. For example, the songs of the Underground Railroad had secret coded directions to help slaves escape to the north. Fast forward a few hundred years and take this lyrical storytelling element with this acoustic string sound, and you got the foundation of country music. Now, while these spirituals were essential to a slave's motivation, survival, and possible freedom, how did this music enter into mainstream white Southern culture? The answer, blackface. By the 1800s, music created by Black people became popular within mainstream white music, and minstrel shows helped bring these songs to the spotlight. Well, sort of. Well, let me explain. You see, minstrel shows were like OG American theater. They usually would consist of variety comedy shows. Think SNL, but like super racist. Since Black performers weren't allowed in white spaces, white performers would paint their faces black, play the banjo, fiddle, and other bluegrass instruments, and perform satirical slave songs and dances. They would do
commercial break. After that, we'll come back with the rest of it. See, that's how country was twined and interfaced, and a lot of people don't know that, you know. But we do know that Black people are influential in shaping. I'm sorry, I'm just getting over a little sinus stuff. In shaping the culture of country music, of what it is today. So for you to say, I'm gonna tell y'all who said it. Y'all gonna see it at the end. That we don't belong there. We made it. That's just like you telling. That's like a child telling its mother, "You don't belong here." Excuse me. Without me, there'd be no you. And that's how country music is. Without us, and like most of everything that's in this country, without us, it'd be no them. Right? We all know that. Good morning, Phil. We're talking
Hey,
about.
what's up?
Good morning,
up,
Phil.
What up, Phil?
What's up, family?
Right.
Today we're talking about Blackness in country music, our influence in country music, and how influential and aspiring and Black people have been in country music. You know about country music? You know about Black people in country music?
Yeah,
What you know? Share.
I know we influenced it. I mean, like you said, blues and bluegrass. That was where country music actually is popped up from. Traditional country music, you know. Southern Blacks was doing bluegrass, and they were doing the blues, and that's just a combination. It just white people just kind of melded those two together, and stole it to make country music. But yeah, that's nothing new. Hell, they say we didn't really belong in true rock and roll, but they want to accept. They want to say they created rock and roll. Little Richard said he did.
And Sister Rosetta Tharpe. We already did the Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Already did the show a couple of months about her and her electric guitar. And gospel music. She
was gospel, yeah.
But she played rock and roll. She tore that guitar up. That electric box, that little electric steel box. Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Yep. See, so they can't say nothing about music because we are music. The pulse in our body, music, our heartbeat, it's a rhythm, it's music. So they can't say nothing about music, but they do, and they keep trying to shut the doors and say, "Oh, we don't belong here." We already inside. How you gonna shut the door and say we already in? You know, And it comes on the heel of Lee brought something to my attention, and an article, or I should say an interview, that John Snyder, Bo Duke from the Duke of Hazzard, was talking about Beyonce and her place in country music. And then that kind of fueled my blood a little bit. I said, I need to educate our folk, our white folk, our black folk, our Latino folk, all of our folk, to let them know in America and the rest of the world that we were here. We did this. We grew this. We cultivated it. And poor John Snyder.
Man, come on. His rhetoric is irrelevant. He's an election denier. He's a January 6th supporter. Man, what? His whole pedigree is redneck. He ain't got nothing going.
He's also a Tyler Perry employee. Ain't that right, Lee?
He was talking about the guy from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. He played in the haves and the haves not. But you can't say he's an employee. He's an actor. He's self-employed. Right. That's all he is an actor.
Tyler Perry was signing his checks from 2013 to 2021.
Sure enough. That is factual. And then he gonna come out with this. Uh-oh. I wonder if they're gonna take that same handle with him as they're doing with Monique and Taraji and anybody else that jumped out there like that. Because that's terrible.
Well, let's get some more video.
You entitled to believe what you believe.
Not like that, bruh. Not like that.
Well, let's get into it. Let's show the video. Do we got?
You don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, actually.
Do y'all think we got enough people in the audience? Good morning, people. I can't see who's in here on Facebook. Can y'all? Good morning, Felicia. Good morning, Slicky. DJ Slicky Woo Boo.
What up, Boo?
What's going on, everybody?
I got an interesting fact that y'all gonna like this with country music, right? There was this song out, right? But first, let me talk about my girl. She was a black female country singer way before Beyonce. She came out. It was a hard time for her. She's a living legend now. Her name was Linda Martell. Y'all remember Linda Martell? And I want to talk about the songwriter Richard Lewis Spencer. He wrote a song called "Color Him Father." The songwriter got paid twice because it was an R&B hit for the Winstons. It charted all the way to number 1 on the Winstons. Stayed up there for several weeks, right? On the R&B chart, it went to number 1. And then also on the country chart, it broke the top 100. It was number 22 on the country chart. It went all the way down to number 7. But it was by Linda Martell. And it was released the same year. Now, I said kudos to the writer, the black man who wrote the song "Color Me Father," because it came out the same year, around the same time. You had the same song in the R&B, and you had the same song in the country, both topping the charts. "Color Him Father." Y'all go back and look at that. Because when I heard Linda Martell, I said, oh, hold up, that's the Winstons, "Color Me Father." And they did both the same time. But I want to give credit out to that writer of that song. Chopped the country western chart, chopped the R&B chart. Boom, boom, boom. He got paid out of both ends. So his name was Winston Lewis Spencer that wrote that song. And I think he was the lead singer in the Winstons. Richard Lewis Spencer. Yeah. Richard Lewis, that was the man's name. So yes. And he was black, y'all. Oops, for black people that don't have a place. This was 1969. Okay. And also Linda Martell also sung on Hee Haw. What? She sang at the Grand Ole Opry. What? So what is John Snyder talking about? Like Beyonce is doing something new. I don't get that part.
He's saying that times have changed and we don't belong.
We always belong. Maybe we need to take them out.
We built this city.
Molly, let's get some more. Kiani, where you go? Where Kiani go? Molly, let's watch some more of the video. Go ahead. I see it buffering. I think.
Skits and speeches in exaggerated Black Southern dialects. So essentially, they stripped African slaves of their tribal cultures, made it illegal for them to speak their native language, made reading English punishable by lashings or worse, and then created a theatrical art form to make fun of them for the music and dialects they were forced to create for themselves. Yep, that's about right. Minstrel shows helped solidify a lot of negative Black stereotypes, and it was still seen in film all the way up to the mid-20th century. But despite the overall harm the satirical genre did for the Black community, Black music was starting to be taken seriously by white people for the first time, and mainly because it was introduced to them in this non-threatening way. Unfortunately, there was no credit or representation given to the Black artists that helped create the music. Another precursor to modern-day country music and a lot of other genres was the blues, which got its start in the 1860s as minstrel shows were starting to come down from their peak. The sad, sultry minor tones within the slave spirituals made its way into the genre. These spirituals' call and response-based lyrics were a way to create more unity and inclusion within the music experience, and that carried over into blues as well. Now, there are tons and tons of Black blues artists, but many of them didn't get white mainstream acceptance until the following century, and even then, they weren't given the same performance privileges as their white counterparts. And this inequality was the same in many other genres that were developing during the 20th century, like jazz, rock, and yeah, country. There has been and continue to be Black country artists. Country music is a blend of many different cultures and genres, but history doesn't always reflect this. Things get a little messy once you learn that these iconic white artists actually got their trade from other Black artists. Hank Williams was mentored by Hot Payne.
Oh, is it froze?
Guitar player Leslie Riddle was known as one of the pioneers of the fingered by Maybelle Carter. And while legal segregation has been outlawed in the United States since the 1960s, Americans still have trouble giving Black artists credit within the country genre. As you shine bright, sing a strong. Moving into the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, Black country artists weren't charting, and country music had been seen socially as a white genre. And internalized prejudice within music management didn't really help. In 1998, general manager of Curb Records, Dennis Hannon, insisted that, quote, for country music to be more well-rounded, we would like to see more African-American artists. But he also said, if it is harder for African-American artists to break into the industry, it's more of a lifestyle issue. Likewise, in 2006, Tammy Genovese of the Country Music Association rejected a reporter's suggestion that the industry had not attempted to gain Black fans, telling The Guardian, quote, the Black community's lifestyle is different from what we communicate with country music. Black people have their own types of music that they listen to, be that jazz, hip hop, or whatever. Country singers in Nashville formed to create the Black Country Music Association in the mid-1990s in hopes of giving Black artists an avenue into the genre. Country singer Cleve Francis was one of the founders and described the Nashville country music industry as one based solely on, quote, permission.
It paused up again.
especially at those who were told. Despite attempts at inclusion, the genre today still faces hardships when it comes to representation. Atlanta rapper Lil Nas X shattered records with his debut hit Old Town Road in 2019. From the topic to the twangy tone, it was, as his producer described, a country rap song.
Got the horses in the bag, horse stock is attached. Head is mad, they black, got the bushes like a mag.
And at first, Billboard agreed. He was ranked on the Billboard country charts before Billboard decided to retract his ranking and exclude him from the category. Billboard told Rolling Stone, quote, while Old Town Road incorporates references to country and
basically they pulled Old Town Road back. It had a ranking on the top country, and then they pulled it back because they said it was rap. Now, did they really pull it back because of rap or because it was a gay man singing it? We don't know.
I think it got pushed back. What's his name? Billy Ray Cyrus came out and supported him, and I think they put it back. I'm not sure if it's stayed out because it was gonna get washed, but then Billy Ray Cyrus threw his support behind it. So I don't know what happened to it after that.
We could Google it to see where it was.
Billy Ray Cyrus was part of it. You're right. He was part of making the song, so he got a check too from it.
Let's see what. Like Tim McGraw, Nelly wouldn't top it. They wouldn't top it. They pulled his too because they said it was not authentic country. So that's why that didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, but Lil Nas X, what they were looking at, Lil Nas X didn't show his face until after the awards came up. And then when they found out he was black, then they backed it. Then they was like, oh no, he's black. No. That's how that went.
And he's gay. Oh no, triple no.
Double conundrum.
So
yeah.
Molly, what you got to say on this stuff, Molly? I saw my producer pop his head in. I thought I did. Well, let's get to the video that we can set up the video that started this whole thing for me as looking for answers and wanted to, to go deeper with it. I already knew, but I wanted to go deeper. And Slicky, what is you talking about? I'm trying to teach what I don't what? I'm going to ignore your answer, Slicky Woo Boo, because if you can't say nothing nice, then don't say nothing at all. Don't say nothing at all. Because I'm informing the people. I learned, do your research. I did mine. And everybody need to do their own research anyway. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. You'll see what we showed on this show has been legit. Okay, Molly, let's get to the video that started this whole that spearheaded the energy behind today's show. It's Monday Madness. We're not mad. We're just educating the people on Monday so they can get their facts right. I just like to bring receipts. When I hear people say stuff, So I'm pretty sure all of y'all saw the video with as far as Beyonce go. And I just want the girl to get the chance just like everybody else got. She should be able to sing whatever she wants to sing. Everybody else do. Did nobody say nothing about all of them other artists crossing over into rock and roll, R&B, hip hop, or whatever?
Who said something about somebody not being able? What did I mean? What?
I'm gonna show the video. I got the clip. We got the clip. I got receipts, and this is spearheaded all of this. Beyonce got a new country album coming out. It's supposed to hit, I think, in March 29th, around that time.
One song has been released already.
And yeah, a couple of songs has already been released. Right, like Poker Hold'em, whatever, Texas Hold'em, or whatever. They even got a line dance to it. I seen the line dance. I was trying to learn it. Fantastic line dance. But anyway, she has an album coming out, and I believe that she should be allowed to sing her heart out, to sing whatever she want to sing, just like everybody else sing whatever they want to sing. Since when the music has a color that's supposed to be specifically for them? But they're trying to say that we'll see the video. Listen to what John Snyder and that Anchor woman is saying. Molly, if you could cue that video up, please.
Which one is that?
This is the last one, the one that I wanted to show with the Anchor of John Snyder. It's the last one, or the might be the first one on your end.
You had the video backwards last time. Now it's a roller coaster video.
There's only 3 of them.
A billionaire. Oh, the third YouTube joint. Okay, I know which one you're talking about. I see it. Dukes of Hazzard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait a second.
This is what sparked today's conversation. Me seeing this. Thank you for Lee for bringing this to my attention, because I got this from Lee here. She was on it. Kiani and Phil, check this out.
Where Phil go?
I'm here.
What the hell is Slicky talking about? Don't do that, Slicky.
I'm not thinking about Slicky. Go to a different show. Don't watch my show. If you ain't got nothing nice to say about me, poof, be gone. I don't care.
What do you say?
Something ignorant.
I saw that with one eye. Where Phil go?
Oh my, what are you? I can't stop laughing, DJ Salim.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Guaranteed it's going to do very well. Well, there's some people really upset about this. Here it is.
The lefties in the entertainment industry just won't leave any area alone, right? They just have to seize control over every aspect, don't they?
They've got to make their mark, just like a dog in a dog walk park. You know, every dog that's going on here. Shania and the other folks you talked about, what they did is they were in country music and they went out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's one thing. But people coming into country music have because I know a little something about country music.
No, you don't. I'm about to educate you, though. Let's put up the picture full mask. Isn't it something? Comparing Beyonce to a dog whistle for the B word, by the way. And he's incorrect on historical dynamics. And I think the Dukes of Hazzard actor is just mad he's not on the collaboration. So, country singer John Snyder and
I don't know why that stopped.
At the Country Music Awards alongside the Chicks, a performance that drew anger from country music fans, conservatives, and yes, bigots, with feeling that a Black artist like her was encroaching on a genre that she did not belong. What? According to the true origins of country music, a TED Talk by vocalist, historian Queen Esther, not only is country music rooted in Black culture, but it also originated with blues music and West African music traditions. The banjo, a key instrument in country music, originated in Africa. And the white man who popularized the banjo learned how to play it from the enslaved. Facts.
All right, Mr. Mayor, once again, talking and don't know their history. Let's say,
I mean, and it's never really about facts with these people, right, Doc? We know that for a fact. Like, and like you said, not only was it popularized by enslaved African Americans, but it was also taught by some of their favorite musicians. Bill Monroe, who's the father of bluegrass, learned how to play from a Black musician. Said it on TV. Michael Gray, who's the executive director of the Country Music Museum, said it began with Black people, enslaved Africans singing songs while they were working hymns. They took them, white people literally took them and put them in minstrel shows. They were making fun of it, not even as a real music first, to try to interpret what their idea of Blackness was. The Carter family, the entire Carter family learned how to play from Les Swift. So I mean, it's just this complete disregard of what Black people have given and are continue to give to this country, and also all of music culture in general. What people will not be willing to say is that American tradition is exported in the form of Black music, whether white people are singing or Black people. But let's go a step further. Let's imagine Black people banning Eminem or any other white rappers from our radio stations because we're upset. This shows you the difference in how we show up as a people. I'm not speaking of all people, but collectively. There's never been a ban of Eminem or Jack Harlow or any other white rapper. House of, so I'm just confused by why people feel like, and this guy from Dukes of Hazzard saying that, some people come in and go out and then leave. You know a little about country. You know a little bit about nothing. When you start in a racist show, you got fame from being someone who drove a Confederate flag around and go away, like the Confederate needs to go away.
Yep. Very well said, dear brother. And you're right. You got skills, you got skills. All right. If you got skills, you get play. You get appreciation. There are people that will say, I may not like your brand of music, but you're here. We accept that you're here. We accept Eminem. We accept you're here. He's a dope MC, period.
But all of this music out here, it belongs to us. I look at Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley's music came from a Black guy by the name of Ray or either Roy Hamilton. So I mean, that's where he got his style from. We weren't allowed to do it, so they say you can't use it, so we'll do it. We're not going to give you a patent, so we can do it. You remember tampons? They wouldn't give her a patent, so they did it. I mean, we didn't have the money to do what they want. Well, they wouldn't pay us what was due to us, put it that way. So we weren't able to go get it. If they did see money in the bank or we had money, they would come and confiscate it. There's a bill somewhere. I mean, Johnny ain't bought no grocery, and I know I gave him 2 nickels yesterday, and he ain't bought no grocery. He got to be in the house. Let's go get it.
Well, Phil, what do you think about this? This is what spearheaded, and I just wanted to give people some information and background on country music. It's deeper than what they're showing with Beyonce and John Snyder. Who knows? Maybe John Snyder's getting ready to release an album, and they want positive press for him. But for him to use the reference that they want to pissing in the dog park, like we got to mark everything. Why do I need to mark what's already ours? Why do we it's ours? We ain't got to mark it. They trying to mark it because they trying to steal it. That's all it's ever been.
Reclaiming my time. We built it, we reclaiming it. That's all that is.
I can't hear you, Phil.
You might, Phil.
I done said all that good shit. Y'all can't hear me. Let me start over again.
Baby, say it again.
Thank you for lending your time, Lee. Anyway, the more I listen to this, I don't even really think this is really about country music. I think this because he said that a artist of her caliber. Okay. they afraid that Beyonce is going to come in and change the landscape. The way she came in and changed the landscape of regular R&B music. That's like putting a fox in a chicken coop. Beyonce can come over there and break, just blow country music up. Okay. And because he used one word that caught my eye, an artist of her caliber. Okay.
I didn't hear that word.
So that because she's already like the queen of R&B. So he's saying, why do we want her over here? I'm not saying that's what he said, but that's kind of what I heard.
No, other artists in the country is even bigger than Beyonce. Ray Charles.
They're even bigger than Beyonce in that genre. Okay, they've never had anybody in that. Well, they have, but not of color. Ray Charles was not, because they had Charlie Pride. Charlie Pride been over in country music forever. Okay, and they loved him to death.
And they gave him they gave him his just due in 2000. He was the first black one in the CMA Country Music Hall of Fame. So he was the first one that got it. But like I said, there was many trailblazers way before them, but they never got into the Country Music Hall of Fame. There was always other crossover artists before them. Y'all remember Darius Rucker?
Not on the caliber of Beyonce. Not on that level.
Ray Charles is bigger than Beyonce.
What?
Ray Charles is bigger than Beyonce.
In a different era.
It's a different era.
Right.
He ain't bigger than no Beyonce.
If you put Beyonce, it was Ray Charles was on that top tier as well for his era, just like she's on for her. Some people don't like her.
I agree with that because for different eras, different eras.
She brings the social media. She brings the Beehive.
Again, that was before during the time of Ray Charles. There was no social media. You walked there was horses and buggies back then. And we're not
you know what I honestly think this is? This is going to be a battle with her and Taylor Swift. I believe that they're tired of Taylor Swift winning everything, hands down. So they're trying to bring a contender. It's like Drago and Rocky. They try to bring a contender to the match. So Beyonce's doing a country album. Taylor Swift got a country album. Been doing a country album. So it's going to be one of them battles. That's all it is. That's why they bringing Beyonce doing a crossover. Because they tired of Jigga said it. How many awards she gonna get, but not the award that they looking for? So I believe by doing that, think about it.
So you know what? Since you said that, this right here is a move where this right here kills me to say it. Album of the year for men. They're trying to figure out how they're gonna make what's his name? 8 Miles. What's his name? Eminem, rapper of the year. They're trying to figure out how they can fix that. And if they don't, he won't get it. It's some politics. It's some politics in this.
We never denied Eminem. I mean, music is music. We always rate our artists.
But you've always known a rapper to be black, not white. For them to allow a black guy to get rapper of the year, they're gonna have to allow her in that industry. There's politics in this.
You just pay for it, man. You want a Grammy, just pay for it. All that stuff. Just if you watch Neo, he told you a lot of times. He said, "I should have been won a Grammy, but when I found out you got to pay for a Grammy, I wasn't willing to pay my money for it." So every time you send people winning awards or they number one,
they didn't win. They bought it.
There. Yeah, but I don't think he was talking about racism at all. I just think that's the way that they twisted and they made it about racism so they can have.
Well, they're making it that way right now.
He was talking about Beyonce. He was saying Beyonce, she like to piss on everything. and then people made it about black. You know, that's why I say we listen to just listen. You know, we don't listen to understand, because he said it was a lot of people that was in and went out. He said, but for those he talking about that been out, like they've been out. She been in the industry this whole time, meaning she been out of country music now trying to get in. That's what he got a problem with. And there's a lot of actors out here got a problem with.
Listen to that again, because
listen to that interview again, because I don't think
yeah,
he said
because
Beyonce.
that's not what was said.
Let's go back and listen to that.
I
Let's
listened to it. I'm just saying, y'all.
No, I
mostly
want
just heard the
everybody
part.
to listen to it, not just you, Molly, but I want everybody to
They did listen to it. Who didn't listen
Phil
to
said
it?
he heard something else.
Nah, I'm
No,
saying
we
y'all
heard
heard what y'all hear the white man say, other than what the black people took over, and y'all mostly stuck on what they were saying.
Play the one, the interview with it's just John Snyder and the lady. I'll send it to you. Where it's just John Snyder. Listen to his whole, not the one with the black commentary guy, but listen to the one with John Snyder by himself and the anchor lady. I'll send that to you.
But I think he was more on Beyonce, because there's a lot of black country artists out here, and they never mentioned that. And they were talking about all black country artists. When Lil Nas X was #1 in the world, he would have said something. Ain't nobody say nothing about Lil Nas X this whole time, and he's a country artist. They was trying to say it wasn't country music, so he remixed it and made it a country song. You know, but I don't know. There's a lot of black country artists out here that they don't talk about.
I think this is directed toward Beyonce.
She trying to piss on everything. She trying to touch everything. Meaning, like Lil Wayne, when he went to rock and roll, some people was mad that was in rock and roll because they knew he was going to take a lot of their fan base, a lot of their money. They don't want him over there, but a lot of people, they ain't make all white people against him being in rock and roll. It's just the artists that's over there. They know Beyonce coming to take over.
Yeah, an artist as big as she is coming over there.
And that young lady said, that interviewer said, some people in the industry is always got to come and do something. That was the beginning of that conversation. Check it out.
Beyonce don't write her music, so at the end of the day, there's a white man behind this. Y'all think Beyonce really want to make a country album, or a white person told her to make a country album? We got some writers who wrote country songs for you to sing. She didn't write no country music. It's the whole thing is PR. It's white people.
Who wrote them? We can't even. But who wrote them? You can't say just a white guy, because black folks write music too.
Yeah,
I don't know who wrote it.
But who owned it? Who owned the rights to the music? You think
She
Beyonce
owned
owned the
her
rights
own
to
right.
the music? Oh, okay. And you think that?
So what record company is she coming out of?
They all signed the labels.
And whose label is she on?
Let's see the interview without the black commentary.
I thought she was on her husband's label.
Is it the last one?
Is this one right here? I'm gonna send it to you again. Did I send it?
Yeah, I think it's the same one. Duke has it.
Well, it's something different. It's two different ones.
I want the one without the just the news report one.
Okay. Now they're gonna finesse black people to back country music they don't really listen to, just to say I'm supporting Beyonce.
I'm not.
I listen to country
if I don't
music.
like the song, I do buy country music. I like certain artists, but if I don't like it, I'm not going to buy it.
Exactly. I love Helen Reddy. That ain't no way to treat your lady, no way to treat your baby, your mom and your friend. Love Helen Reddy.
I like my pickup truck better than my woman on most nights.
There you go. There you go.
You know,
There you go. That's what I like. I mean, if we like music, we like music. If it's good, bad, or if we have to gel to it, try to I didn't like that song 20 years ago, but that shit happened to me. Yeah. I lost my dog, the cat.
And to be honest, nobody's more closer to country music than Beyonce. That chick grew up in Houston, Texas.
Texas, actually.
Huh?
Wait a minute. It was a radio station in Texas that denied that won't play her music. Also, they refused to play her music.
Grew up singing country music.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Tennessee Whiskey. I like that song.
There you go. There's another one. And black folks sing it so well.
Well, you can clearly tell by the humming and the old school songs. We folded the clothes and all that stuff. I mean, from the beginning, we was always dancing and singing. I mean, we was always having a good time. Always. I mean, we danced for God, looking good. That's what the problem was. We was looking too good all the time, singing them songs and stuff. So it's always been a jealousy thing.
Out of sorrow and pain.
Beyonce gonna come out there in a sequence cowboy hat. She gonna change the color of fashion.
we making instruments, and out of cowhide, horse, all types of hide, all types of stuff. We've been doing it since the beginning.
And go to the video you sent me right here.
Okay, let's see.
Damn, they look like the Little Mermaid.
Brand new album, Renaissance Act 2.
If Dolly ain't got nothing to say about it, no one should.
It appears that this album, which marks her 8th studio album, could be her official entry into country music, as she has dropped 2 brand new singles already from the album titled Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages, which clearly reflect country music inspiration, such as its instrumentation, melody, as well as lyrical content. To top it off, Texas Hold'em has now officially been sent to country radio by her record label Sony Music. And since the release of Beyonce's newest singles, it has created quite the reaction and conversation amongst country music fans, purists, and others throughout the country music community, as Beyonce, who has throughout her career focused much of her attention on creating pop music and R&B music and not really country music. And one reaction that has garnered a ton of attention since this news was announced is a recent statement from country artist and Dukes of Hazzard actor John Schneider, known for his popular role of Bo Duke in the hit TV series. Schneider recently appeared on One America News Network for an interview where he was asked about his thoughts on lefties in the entertainment industry and them trying to seize control of every aspect, during a segment where the conversation surrounded Beyonce's entry into country music. John Schneider answered back where he said, "They've got to make their mark, just like a dog in a dog walk park. Every dog has to mark every tree. So that's what's going on here." He added, Shania and the other folks you talked about, what they did.
I want to hear him. I want to hear John Schneider say, let me see. Still on with John Schneider. Because I know
I would have said, hey, out there.
Yes.
Go to your messenger or your IG. I sent it again early this morning.
Okay. Go to IG. Because that you guys see the original video with John Schneider saying this himself. So he's sent it. Molly. Okay, why can't I? Search. Okay, Molly Robinson. I sent it to you in IG, and let me see if I can also forward that. I mean, I sent it to you on. Let me see if I can forward this through IG too, because I want to get the part where he's talking himself to the reporter. I don't know why my phone is so slow, Molly. I'm just waiting to send it. It's blank right now. Okay, there we go, Molly. I sent it to you. The actual news report where he's talking with the reporter. So no outside commentary, just the reporter and John and the guy. You got it? Okay. And John Snyder. I'm just still surprised that John Snyder said what he said. It's 58 minutes into this video. I mean, not 58 minutes, 58 seconds into the video I just saw you to get his wording on it. So, but while he's pulling that up, let's read some of the conversation going on over here to the side. Let me see. Let me pass that. Kiana, can you see any comment? Can you see the conversation over off to the side? Kenneth Clark said.
Let me look. Yeah, I can see him. Which one? I see DJ.
No, it's what Kenneth Clark saying.
Kiddo said, I mean, you can't put those two into the same category. Then Kenneth says, that's like the same nonsense. They saying Prince is better than Michael Jackson. You can't put them in the same category. Kenneth says, I listen to all genres of music. Then Kenneth says, folk songs was sung and created by people of color during slavery times on the plantation. Then Kenneth said, I forgot the country song Ain't I a Woman?
The country song I Ain't Woman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all the comments.
Okay. Molly, do we post the video up? Because I do want them to see the original before we go out. So they can see the original commentary for themselves.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up.
Okay.
I got the same clip again.
Go to 58, the one I just sent you just a second ago. Go to 58 seconds into the video, and he doing his interview.
It's the exact same video you just sent me.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't be. I said it.
I'm saying I think he was talking about Beyonce, not all black people. That's it. And even if that's it. I mean, some people probably think he talking about all black people, but I think he was mostly just
No,
talking
I
about
think he
her.
was just talking about Beyonce.
That's it.
That's not what the question was. The statement that was made is
That's why I
some
want to get
people.
the whole. That's why I want to get the correct interview.
Exactly. That's what brought up all the black history and stuff. Like the minute he said about something about Beyonce, they start saying black people created country music. They should be able to do this. Like I don't think he was talking about all black people because there's black country artists out here right now, and he never mentioned or said anything about.
John Schneider news commentary on Beyonce. Okay.
You ain't know we created country music, then I don't know where we been at.
Well, unfortunately,
Everything we created, everything they take the pattern. We know that already. Like,
Yeah, but how can they say that they created it?
They do it all the time. They say they created everything that's out here when we know we created it.
Yeah, I mean, if the guitar, if the banjo come from Africa, who do it belong to? You didn't know how to play it. You had never seen it before.
It belonged to God. That's the thing. We get caught up saying we created this and we don't like we ain't nothing. Everything comes from God.
Yeah, God gave us the half a brain to do what He asked us to do.
Yeah, you give us any instrument, we gonna know how to work it. You put it to any, we're gonna be better than all of them because we was built for this.
That was our good. Yes.
Man, we get caught up in that white culture, like we created this, we own this out. Like we ain't know, we know God owns everything. So none belong to us. It's all temporary. Can't take it with you. But you can leave it behind.
That is so true. And he should make a statement, whether he was talking about Beyonce or anybody else. They have the right to do whatever they want to do. Didn't nobody question him. Oh, you going into acting? An actor should stay an actor. Why you branch over and go to become a singing artist? Because it's all of this stuff is interchangeable. All of it's intertwining. So for you to say nobody should be over here, him or anybody else, I mean, who are you to say that?
Yeah. Samuel Jackson did it. He was mad at Ludacris and all the rappers. He said he don't like the fact that they coming in doing movies and being actors when they went to school and work hard to get in that position. And that's a black man against a black man. It ain't really. It's about the art. Like a lot of people don't let you cross and know what they doing if that's not what you.
And ain't nobody pay Samuel Jackson no attention, did they? Nobody paid no mind because they steady rappers are steady in music. Look at 50 Cent making movies.
That's different. That is totally that's potatoes and squash. Y'all mixing together here
because white and black. That you see color.
No, I'm saying this is all of the actors looking at the rappers coming in getting big money. They already have it. These people went to school. This right here, they're looking at. They went to school for this. This is what they were made to. This is what they feel they were made to do. This is This is what their heart says do. A rapper come in, they put them in there as an actor. Then they're taking their position. It had nothing to do with. They didn't develop this. They didn't create this. They didn't do this. That's like no.
You don't know that rappers are actors. They are entertainment. They got stage names. They fake. They wrestlers too. Wrestlers, The Rock, all of them are entertainers. They can cross over to acting. It's the same thing. You are playing a character. Ludacris is not Ludacris. Lil Wayne is not Lil Wayne. That is not even their name. Jay-Z is not Jay-Z. They are playing characters. That's why they can cross over into movies, and only Samuel Jackson had a problem with that. If Brad Pitt came out and said that, it had the same reaction. It had been racist. Everybody said something about it. It's just that if Samuel, it make it different to you it make it okay to you. It's okay to me all around the board. If you feel like you can draw, you feel like you can ride a bike, run a marathon, I think you should do as many things as possible. I don't think nobody should keep you out of anything, but I don't think it was a race thing. I think it
What did
mostly
John
got
Snyder
to do
say about Beyonce?
him being in that field.
Just go to the 58 on the same one that she sent you, and you'll hear what he said. It wasn't that we didn't hear him clearly. Is that we want everybody to interpret it correctly.
Well, John Snyder done. He ain't gonna be able to get no love from nowhere after he said that, from whites or black. We talk about Beyonce.
Hold on.
Who is the lefties? Let me go back to what she said. She said the lefties. Who are the lefties?
Hold on.
Listen.
The lefties in the entertainment industry just won't leave any area alone, right? They just have to seize control over every aspect, don't they?
They've got to make their mark just like a dog.
Beyonce got to make a mark.
You know, every dog has to mark.
Go to the video and go back. Go to that 58 like that, and you'll hear exactly what it said.
Who is the lefties?
So one white man speaks for all white people. That's like when black people do something and they start saying all of that type of way. All right, who else other than John Snyder had something to say about Beyonce?
Now I didn't hear him say an artist of that magnitude. He didn't say that.
He's in the entertainment industry. Just won't leave any area alone, right? They just have to seize control over every aspect, don't they?
They've got to make their mark just like a dog in a dog park. You know, every dog has his mark. Tree.
I heard that one.
They were in country music and they went out. People coming into country music have because I know a little something about country music.
He said people coming into country music. Who is the lefties? And
he was saying he understand those who was already in country music and went out, but those who have been out this whole time and trying to come in.
It's the same
like
thing,
Beyonce.
It's
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
same thing.
Basically, it's like somebody you doing comedy this whole time for 30 years overnight, and somebody else over here doing rap, and like T.I. and T.I. just came into comedy. Basically, that's what he's saying. Like
T.I. came into comedy and shot straight to the top.
Yeah, just because of who he was, but he got booed off stage. Yeah, he got booed.
No,
off
I'm just
stage.
saying that's a good scenario analogy.
Yeah, but Richard Pryor came out of comedy.
That's all that is.
Richard Pryor came out of comedy and went into acting, and it was perfect. Nobody
That's
said
the
anything.
same thing. That's what I keep. All comedians want to become actors. Mike Epps, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. What you talking about? Name a comedian that's big time that's not an actor. That just do stand up.
It's that's the goal.
Basically,
writer,
Beyonce been doing pop
that-
and R&B to her whole life, and now she's trying to come over to country music, which I don't have a problem with. But that's what he's saying. He's saying, why you trying to come over there now?
She started with country.
Come on now. Now she
No,
started.
a Star Search. Go back and look at the Star Search. The little country girl, she did start out, and then she went into pop. So
That ain't what she got known for. She never made a country album before.
nope, she never made a country album.
She didn't get
But
big.
she's out of Texas. She lived country. So why not?
Why not?
That's like Darius Rucker. Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish, right? He did all types of stuff. He got country records out. And he also got R&B. He's all over the place. But how come nobody says nothing or protesting Darius?
Nobody cared, and nobody cared about Beyonce. But one dude y'all talking about, and that's because he in that field and he hating on Beyonce. He know she gonna come over there and make money. But outside of that, ain't no white people caring about if Beyonce make country music, pop music, rap music. They don't really care. They find
I think he was just trying to be relevant because they know there's no more
They
have
pushing
and have
the
not.
sales for this album. So who else better to push the sale than Bo Duke from Duke of Hazzard to talk against Beyonce so everybody can go and flock
There you go.
to the album in 2029 so it can contend with Taylor Swift.
There
you know,
go.
he already is an actor. All of this is paid propaganda. They paid him to do this. They paid him to do that. Do you think that
everything is not a conspiracy?
The reason why I did the show is to educate, because I don't want people thinking that Black people wasn't instrumental in the growth and making country music and what it is. So that's why I did the
we
show.
know we were.
About trinkets and diamonds of country music. Like I said, my girl Martell, Linda Martell, like I said, she had a chart topper, Black girl, a country chart, and it was the same chart topper that hit from the Winstons on the R&B chart, Color Him Father. Boom. That go 1969, and that was before I was born. Go back and do research on that. Do you like the country version better, or do you like the Winstons version better? You know the song Phil, Color Him Father?
I've heard it. I don't really know it.
You when you hear it, you're gonna know it.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Because when I heard it, boom, I'm like, oh, I know this. When I heard it, she was singing it. I said, that's that song that the other group sing, the lyrics. But you know, I go deep and I dive into the lyrics, and that's what made me look for the Winstons. And I said, damn, the same year, 1969, chart topper on both ends. But Linda Martell was a country artist, and they smothered her. And the reason why we haven't heard about her because of her challenges with her color. First of all, she was a Black woman trying to get in a genre where that was well, you know, Black women ain't supposed to be in country music. But she could sing. That was back then. That was before the 70s, Molly. That was before my time. So you know why not? You know why it was a why not? Why they silenced her? Why her record company had showed her they were trying to hide her color, but she did manage to sing on the old harp, and she actually was on Hee Haw back in 1970. But it was a great country singer. But do you know why they shoved her? Because of this, because of her color. That's why. See, now the world is much different now. You would think that we wouldn't have all of this bickering over music and color. Color shouldn't matter now. It did back then, but how far have we really came? That was just 50 years ago.
I don't know. You gotta look them up. Like they had that dude Carl Ray, which I call him Ray Charles, right? He was in back then. He was in them times. He was living. He was
but he didn't get nominated to 2000.
Nah, I'm talking about nominated. I'm just saying he was making music. He was hot. Like he was
making music.
It wasn't no racist thing. Everybody, it's like racism be so confusing because anytime people say, "Well, we couldn't do this that time," all you gotta look up artists from that time and you see they was popping. You're like, "How was this nigga popping?"
They had to break the stereotype. You had to keep on pushing, you know, and not give up and break through that stereotype, break through the sound barrier. That's all
they did. Because they did the chicken circuits and all that. They couldn't do mainstream, but they did the chicken circuits. So,
you know,
yeah, Black people had it hard.
It was tough for artists back then. It was tough for musicians and stuff back then. Not like it is now.
It ain't tough now.
Things are much easier than it was back then.
Yeah. You should have saw the club I was in this weekend.
What Felicia say? She said, yes, it is. Everything is a conspiracy to keep your... Yeah, it's everything is, oh, here's a ball. throw the ball. Oh, go look over there. Go look over there. Everything is. So, and I wasn't dropping the trinkets, the jewels to say anything for John Snyder or Beyonce. I was just trying to educate the folks that there have been, are, and beginning and the end, Black people and everything. So I don't want him to go out to say that there was just a color dominated field, a certain color. No,
Yeah, everything. We created hockey too, but you don't see that many of us on ice.
Is that
You don't
right?
see that
We
many
did
of us want to be on ice.
Exactly. We let them have
Depends on where you grew up at.
Some stuff
You know?
they can have.
It depends on where you grew up. We had a Jamaican bobsled team, and there ain't no snow in Jamaica, but them jokers bobsled, didn't they? So it depends on where you grew up at, where you
Beat
know.
them in the marathon. They win every year.
Did somebody call my name? Did somebody call the winner of the Jamaican bobsled team? Who called my name?
We're closing out.
I
the
won
show.
5 gold medals.
You missed the good in the day. I'm sorry, Booba.
It's all good.
A good in.
What's up, Booba?
We was talking
Good morning.
about.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's going on?
We go.
Hey,
Let me
hey.
mention Mike Epps and that Shay. That was funny as I don't know what. I love Mike Epps and I love Shannon Sharp. But Mike Epps did apologize to Shay. He said, I didn't call you gay. I said you look like Medea. But Mike Epps said it's just a joke. I'm just joking.
What he say? He looks spicy up there.
He said he looks spicy. He said, you do look kind of spicy up there. But that's what we do as comedians. We joke with everything.
He said, what kind of man right calling his name Shay?
But he did apologize to Shay because
Shay
like
calling a nigga precious.
That he was, something that he wasn't. Call him out of his character. So, but Mike said, I'm a jokester. That's what I do. So
Mike Evans is trying to get, like he said, he kind of showed his hand early. He showed his hand early when he said, Cat Williams should have said something, even if it was negative, he should have mentioned him. He said, I don't care. It was good or bad.
Publicity is still good publicity.
Exactly. I got a tour coming. I could have used something. Shit on me,
And that's what this is right here with Beyonce and John Snyder. She got a record drop, and there everybody go to get the record. The line dance, I like the line dance. I was trying to learn the line dance to the song, Text Them Hold Them. That was funny to me. But some people don't care about the song. I know Mimi, our sponsor for our show, she don't like the song. What did Mimi say? Mimi had a comment. She said, once again, they streaming, they're stealing what we have. My eyes is jacked up, y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know I had a bad. It wasn't a great weekend. Your girl was just all kinds of toe up.
Reese, wasn't you supposed to be at the club last night? Wasn't you supposed to be at Simple's last night?
No.
I thought I saw a flyer with you on it.
No, I was supposed to be at Dimple's Restaurant and Lounge on March the 3rd. That's in 2 weeks. March the 3rd, I'm going to be at Dimple's, y'all. That's on a Sunday. That's the same day Booba Cow having his birthday bash. He trying to put his birthday bash on my birthday, on mine coming out.
Exactly. It's not your birthday bash, so I didn't come after your birthday before this becomes some conspiracy. Booba Cow been hired by the Illuminati to stop Reese from doing anything. You know what I mean? They can get out of like that nowadays, man.
I'm just gonna let Molly speak on my behalf. Molly, get him, Molly. Talk to him, Molly. I'm just waiting for Molly. Molly gonna say something to you too. We gonna say something to him, Molly. Don't let me get Molly on you.
Hey guys, I gotta look here. I gotta take the stage back this morning, but this afternoon. So I'm gonna have to jump off. Just to let y'all know, I got a birthday party coming up on March 1st. I'll be in York, PA with Booba Cow, Al Jenkins, next Friday.
Bubaka, you headlining?
Bubaka headlining. And
yes, man.
after that,
where you gonna be at, Boo?
Your forehead.
Where you gonna be at? Wait, in PA? Yeah, where? To Tony's. Is that in Harrisburg?
York.
It's not against York. It's York. I met some guys from out that way, a couple white boys. They told me it's a nice area, it's a nice joint. So he's like, yeah, a little fancy and shit. So I was like, all right, cool. I might have to whip the suit out for this one. Yeah, I done some of those PA shows.
Amen.
Yeah. So he said, you know, it's a good look.
Is it a pizzeria?
Sounds Italian.
No,
it sounds
Italian. No, it's not a pizzeria. It's a nice fancy restaurant that have 3 different floors. And where the basement, I mean, I think in the basement area, that's where they have stuff for like, you know, shows and stuff. But I think that's where we're gonna be. It was described to me by these guys from out there, a couple white boys. But they like, yeah, we know that. We know that joint. Yeah, it's real nice over there. I was like, all right, you know, these are like, you know, white boys have been around. What the hell? Go up there and rock it out, you and Lee.
Brown Sugar's coming, and my man Michael. What's his name, man? It's not Vince Michaels. What's his name? Daniel Michaels. I always mix them up because there's Von Michaels out here too. Too many Michaels. Are they related?
Yeah, Von.
I don't know.
Well,
Because
let me
be black
get
and
that
white
taken
related.
care of. And I'm still. I have 2 more weeks to get my content together for Mother's Day. So
that's way off in May. You got these shows coming up before Mother's Day. Concentrate on them. Concentrate on the show that you got coming up this weekend, and then the show you got coming up on the 1st. Boom! Get a Bubaka. Keep on point.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we got York coming up this week on the 22nd. And then of course, you know, on the 3rd, I got the show, Atkinson Hall, gonna be like that. Check the tickets. You can buy tickets in the bio and also on the link. Each ticket comes with a meal, good meal, seasoned meal. And I'm gonna have some fun, man. You know, after that, then you know, we start talking about New York and all that. But for right now, we on Pennsylvania and March the 3rd over here.
Okay.
I
want to give a shout out to JoJo Baby. I talked to him a couple of days ago. He did his taping for the show that he's doing, Baltimore. Be More Funny, something like that. Phil, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Larry Lancaster hosting.
Yeah.
He did his thing and killed it. I can't wait to see it. It's a TV show, and they doing the working out all the episodes. It is coming to you on Roku TV and some other channels. Shout out to you, JoJo Baby. I love you. That's still my baby.
You fix your baby hairline. Not everybody.
I can't fix my baby hairline. That hairline is gone.
I love you, JoJo, man. I love you, man. I had to say it. I
Love
miss
you,
you.
JoJo.
I miss you, bro.
No, wild as hell, man. Man, not even head. Behind the back on his head. Terrible.
Look, Bubaka, you taking over. I see forehead. That's why you the
I
headliner.
mean, family forehead right here. I ain't receding. It don't go any further back. It don't come any further forward. It just stays right there.
All right, guys.
Don't recede. It just stay there.
So what, Reese?
Where they gonna find your edible balls?
Edible Bones. You can call me at 202-701-4295. We can talk about everything.
Say the number again.
Hey, shout out to Delizah's restaurant. We did a show over there this weekend with Walter. I had it with Damo and man, a couple other comedians I never seen before. Oh, shout out to my man Uncle John, funny too. It was a good show. Out Frederick, Maryland. It was a good show. Shout out to everybody that came out.
Oh, since you
since you said that, I had a show Friday, and I tell you, if they didn't show out on that one, it was nice. It was.
Sorry, I missed that.
Bubakal, you showed up
Man,
Friday?
he showed up, and he showed up, and we were done already. Because he could have surely got him a few jokes in as a special
He
guest.
was going to try. He said he was going to shoot over there right after he did Moonlight. Yeah, he did.
Man.
He showed up. He showed up. But I tell you what, it was a very, very nice show. Very nice.
All right, Molly, get ready to cut everybody mic off. What? See y'all
All
tomorrow.
right.
All right.
All right, Mike.
Hey, one more thing. Shout out to the movie, the Bob Marley movie. Go see it. Good freaking movie, y'all. One love.
He's the same one that said the Book of Clarence was good. So
recently, like I said, a lot of people like with that. Like everybody likes something different. So I might not like movies you like. So that don't mean they don't have to. I'm just giving my 2 cents. Thank you. We are not sheep.
We're gonna talk about it tomorrow because I'm gonna go see it.
Oh yeah, good movie.
I've seen everything you told me to go see. I supported and I went to saw it. See, so
at least you got a chance to give the opportunity to see it for yourself. So
I did. I
yeah.
love you.
See, you're gonna love this one too. I'm telling you, this guy did a good job for Bob Marley.
Okay, I love Bob, so I hope so.
Yeah, nah, man. His kids even like said something before the movie that they approved of this. Like this is close to real. And then my wife, she got Jamaican background. They had Jamaican people in there. Rastafari. It was crazy, but it was beautiful. It was real beautiful. They did it tastefully, and it depicts a portion of his life, not the whole thing, just that part of his life. And then it was mostly a love story between him and Rita Marley. And also just that portion of life when things unrest in Jamaica, and the England had let go of Jamaica, getting independence, but there was unrest between two parties that was trying to be, prime minister. It was serious. That's the time when he got shot and all that. Real talk. So good movie, man. Like I said, everything is about what you feel or how you feel about a movie. So go see it. Don't just listen to me, but it's a good movie. Richie, is your screen stuck or something?